The Shooter Shack. Welcome to the Shooter Shack. I shoot at like 80%. Where the hell they do that at? Where the hell they do that at? Welcome to the Shooter Shack, the Shooter Shack. I help you make your money back. Like where they do that at? I shoot 80%. Every Sunday with the kid, I'll make your money back. I shoot 80%. Every Sunday with the kid, like where they do that at? I shoot 80%. Like every single Sunday with the kid. Yeah, yeah.
What's going on? We're back here in the Shooter Shack. I'm Pat Gregoire, joined by the shooter himself, and things have been absolutely red hot, especially this year. 33-9-1 on the season, and we're ready to get things going for week 11. Before we do, you've got something to tell these shooter faithful, don't you?
Well, Patty, you know what? You're right. I've been getting phone calls. I've been getting text messages. I've been getting emails. The hip's been vibrating from the beeper. And I'm telling you, people are calling me on Sunday morning and they're saying, Shooter, I watched your video, but I went to make the play and the lines changed. I've told you guys from the get-go, the reason I put the video out on a Thursday is for you guys to have the opportunity to lock it in. I know the wise guys in Vegas. I know the wise guys down south, and they know me. And they're looking at my plays, and they're adjusting the lines accordingly. So make sure when you watch this video, you go ahead and you make your plays. I don't want you to miss out on an opportunity to get a fistful of cash.
Well, there it is. That's your tip. Make sure you get this in. So instead, let's not waste any more time. All right, we're going to start things off for the Shooter 6 up in the Motor City, where the 2-7 Jacksonville Jaguars are taking on the 5-4 Detroit Lions. Shooter, tell us, where are we putting our chips, buddy?
Well, Patty, you keep your chips in play right here with the Shooter. And I'm telling you right now, this is a matchup for the Detroit Lions to finally take over first place of that NFC North Division. And we've seen it before, and hopefully we're going to see it again. Jacksonville, disappointing season. They've started off 2-7 in their last 9 and a terrible 2-10 in their last 12. Disappointing season for the young Jaguars. I would have thought they would have been a little bit better at this point, but there you have it. They're fighting the truth, and we're moving forward. And I'm telling you, the Lions, well, it looks like the Lion finally found his courage. He just had a phone call with the Wizard of Oz. He snagged a hold of it. They're 4-1 in their last 5 against the spread, and they're 4-1 straight up in their last 5. We've all seen the Vikings and the Packers recently choking on the salty truth, and this is an opportunity for Matty Stafford to grab a hold of that NFC North Division, celebrate with a fistful of cold ones, and snag himself a victory. I'm taking the Detroit Lions at -6, and you can go ahead and toss that one right in the safe.
For pick number 2, we're heading to the Mistake by the Lake. We're talking about Cleveland, the Pittsburgh Steelers, taking on a divisional foe, the Steelers, sitting at 4-5, taking on those Cleveland Browns, who have been dreadful at 0-10. Shooter, what's the play here? What do you like?
Well, like you said, this is a divisional matchup between two teams that don't like each other. We got one team that we thought was going to be a Super Bowl contender at the start of the season. They've kind of fallen off the map a little bit. And then we got the toilet bowl cleaners, the Cleveland Browns, 0-10, fighting the truth. Are they going to get a win this year? I don't know. But what I do know is I've been tailing the Pittsburgh Steelers on the road and the under for quite some time now. I'm on the phone with the wise guys. I'm talking to the guys down south. And every single time we get off the horn, we make the play, we cash it in. And the play here is the under 48.5. And the reason that I'm going that way, 7 of the last 8 Steelers road games have been under the total, and 6 of their last 7 against the divisional foe, the Cleveland Browns, have also gone under. So I'm telling you right now, Sunday afternoon, head into Pita Pit. I want you to get yourself a buffalo chicken pita. I want you to get all the fixins, run it through the garden, and chomp into that sucker and jump on Shooter's back, because I'm taking the under 48.5, and you can take that over to Grandma's house and lay a big smooch on her, because we're cashing in.
I absolutely love the 48.5 with the under. I like the pita a little more. I know what I'll be doing on Sunday, chomping on a big one, and I might take a pass on the Grandma Smooch. Sorry. All right, next up, we're going to head to the Big Apple, where the Chicago Bears, sitting at 2-7, ice cold as of late, taking on a team that is heating up. I'm talking about the New York Football Giants, sitting at 6-3. Shooter, you got to tell me, you got to tell the folks at home, where are we putting our dough?
Well, I'll tell you where the dough's going, and it's going in the right place. You walk into the Big Apple on Sunday, you got two teams going in different directions. We got one team that is red hot. The New York Giants are 4-0-1 in their last 5 against the spread, and they're 4-1 straight up in their last 5. Then you got the Chicago Bears. I've been talking about the Bears since I was ripping Cutler before he couldn't stay on the field with that broken arm. Jay Cutler, no different. Secondary, fighting it. I'll tell you right now who I like, and the biggest guy I like in this game, Odell Beckham Jr. We saw him on primetime on Monday night with the Thriller dance and a thrilling performance, and I see the same thing happening again. Eli Manning, that guy's a champion. Even though he can't breathe through his nose, this guy knows how to get it done. And time after time, you're going to see that. Jay Cutler on the other end, all I see him doing is cutting the cheese. So if you're asking me where I'm putting my money, I'm telling you, you take the New York Giants at -6.5. And if you got to buy yourself a point or a half a point to get them there, that's the one you want. You head over to Mom's house, give her a kiss on the forehead, and say we're heading to Vegas because I like the Giants at -6.5.
All right, we're halfway home for the Shooter 6. This still is a part of your 6 picks for the week, but you like to call this the Shooter's field goal. So I'm going to tee this one up for you, and let's get going.
Well, if you know me, you know I like to boot a good one every now and again from 40 plus. So why don't you lay that thing up on the tee, laces out, let me kick one home.
All right, so now we're going to start things off in Seattle. You got the Philadelphia Eagles sitting at 5-4, the Seahawks at 6-2-1. Who do you like in this one?
Well, I'm going to tell you something right now. As a rookie quarterback, Carson Wentz coming into Seattle, the loudest stadium in the NFL. We've seen it time and time again. And when a QB is trying to run that offense, he can't hear his coordinator. His players can't hear him calling audibles. I think for a rookie, it's going to be a tough hurdle to overcome. And I'm right now telling you the 12th man is going to be a big factor in this game in Seattle. And I'm going to go ahead and take the Seattle Seahawks at -6. And you better warm up the tea bags and you drop them right on somebody's chin.
Next up, we've got the Green Bay Packers at a 4-5 record, and they are desperate for a win. But they're playing a team that looks like they've seemed to figure things out. I'm talking about the Washington Redskins at 5-3-1. Who do you like in this matchup?
Well, Patty, it's real simple. This is do or die for the Green Bay Packers. They're playing in a division right now where the Lions are ahead of them and the Vikings are ahead of them. They want to drop 2 games under 500. With the schedule they have remaining, there is no guarantee the boys in white and yellow are going to make the playoffs. When you need a big win, especially on the road, what you do in professional sports is you turn to your best player. And they have one hell of a good one, a former MVP, Aaron Rodgers. Saturday afternoon, he'll be going into the grocery store. He'll be grabbing a whole brick of cheese, and he's going to shove that thing right down Cousins' throat, and he's going to ask him if he likes it. I know what I like, and I like the Green Bay Packers at +3, and you can lock it in, put it in the safe, take it to the bank, grab a loan, double down, do what you got to do, because I'm going with the Packers at +3.
Last but certainly not least, Shooter, you got to nail this one up. The uprights, you've got the 4-4-1 Arizona Cardinals taking on the Minnesota Vikings, who have been struggling, but they're still at 5-4. I can see the t-shirt there. I think I know where you're going with the pick, but let us know.
Well, I just came back from Arizona, and OC and the Arizona Cardinals, I want to thank you guys for bringing me in for the accommodations. I had a blast, and in this one, the Arizona Cardinals, they're going to need to keep pace with the surging Seahawks. They need to go on the road here to a team in Minnesota that's been fighting the truth or choking on the salty one. And I'm telling you, they've lost 4 straight. And this week, I think it's going to be number 5. Right now, the Arizona Cardinals are 1-point underdogs. And I'm telling you to lock that in before the line shifts. The wise guys are watching. 22 is the one you want with the pick. And the pick that you're going to get is the Arizona Cardinals at +1, and you can lock it up and chalk up another one.
Well, there's your Shooter 6 for Week 11. Remember, folks, get your picks in early and often to make sure you can cash in big. And speaking about cashing in, let's give the folks one more reminder what your picks were for this week.
All right, guys, I have the Detroit Lions at -6. I got the Pittsburgh-Cleveland game under 48.5. I got the Seattle Seahawks at -6. I got the New York Giants at -6.5. Make sure you buy the half a point or the full point to get them under that touchdown lead. And I got the Arizona Cardinals at +1. Guys, I am 33-9-1. I am the best professional handicapper in the world today. I'm the one you want with the picks, and I'm the one you need with the picks. It's a simple equation. Put your chips in play with me, double up your money, and teabag your bookie. Patty, I want to thank you again for joining us in the Shooter Shack, and we'll catch you guys next week. And week number 12, good luck on Sunday.